G'day everyone, welcome back to Pete's Investing. This is another strategy edition. Here we're trading the CCI 1500 on a hourly chart. Down here I've got the jagged line is the CCI 1500 and the red line is the weighted moving average of that CCI 1500. So the idea here is you only take long trades when it breaks above the moving average and take short trades when it's trading below the moving average. So that's the basic principle on the strategy. So what I'll do now is I'll just show you when we take long trades in addition to what I just told you with a higher time frame. So here if you're trading the hourly chart, taking long and short trades on the hourly, you only trade in the direction of the daily chart. So in other words, back here you can see here I've got a simple moving average 200 on the daily chart of the S&P 500. So here it's in the long, so you only take long positions at this point, and you switch to short positions at that point there when it starts turning down. So let me draw a line there which indicates where to start trading shorts. You can see here up until this point you would have been trading longs, and from here you would have been trading shorts only. What I'll do now is add some more programs in terms of the testing that's been taken. So again, from this point onwards you would have taken longs only. This is the shorting program, or short using the strategy. This is going long using the strategy. So again, we're only taking long positions here and we're only taking short positions here. So from here on, you wouldn't have entered any. I've included the program testing here just to show you the effects of what would have happened had you entered in short positions and added to those positions. Each of these steps would have been adding to the short positions, and each of these steps is adding to the long positions. So very basically, come back to here. Here we're saying, again, going back here, you can see there on the left, on a daily chart, we start trading from around that point there. So you take long positions only. So you can see here, you entered one contract, you got out of the contract. Entered another contract, got out of the contract. So you entered long positions only. At this point, you would have entered one. The price fell against you, and you would have entered another contract there. Price kept falling, broke up, you've entered a third contract. So here you've got 3 contracts entered. Remember, we don't use stop losses, we use average down approach until you finally closed out at that point there. Okay, so you're still going long, enter and exit another contract there, until you enter and exit another contract there, you added to another contract there, and you closed out there. Until you get to this point where the daily chart's saying stop trading longs and start trading shorts. Now, one thing I want to emphasize is here you would have entered 2 contracts. At that point, you don't enter any more contracts, so ignore these. I've included these in the program to show you the effect, but I want you to ignore those at this point. Here you would have entered 2 contracts going long. Keep those open, and we'll add to those in the future. Now, at this point, you start trading shorts. So here we haven't entered any contracts shorts yet. So we start entering contract shorts based on a daily. And that's at that point there. You enter your short position there. And you added to your short positions 2 contracts there. And so on. You closed out there. Entered another short, closed out, entered another short, added to that short, closed out, and so on. You can see here now we're in a short, entering short programs only. We don't enter any long positions at this point because that's against our daily trend. Again, only trade in the direction of the daily trend. I'll show you another chart. This is a bit more topsy-turvy in terms of roller coaster. This is the gold chart. Again, this is the daily. This is the hourly chart. Again, I've added vertical lines here to show you where you enter short. So you would have entered short up until this point. From that point onwards, you would have entered short, and you would have entered long from that point onwards. Again, if you get caught with short positions here, you would have entered 1 contract there. You hold on to that 1 contract, you don't add any more because now you're in a upward trend on the daily. So now you start trading on a long. until such time as you change over to a short position. That's when you enter any more shorts to that initial position there. Again, I've only entered these consecutively, longs and shorts, to show you the testing of the program, how it works over time. So where does our current program sit in our ranking? So what I've done, as you know, if you're new to the channel, I'm testing these indices. And I'll generate a revenue from each of those for the time frame we're testing. I also run the same indices and generate a drawdown. And a drawdown is basically taking the highest point of profitability down to the lowest point during our total time frame tested. So that would have been the biggest drawdown. That would have been a drawdown as well, but that was probably the biggest for taking longs. The other thing to mention is I'm only scoring the long trades only in this table. In other words, I'm not bouncing between longs and shorts like I was demonstrating earlier. So if in effect that's basically saying I'm looking at the worst case scenario had you stayed in longs only. So where does our program rank overall? And if we scroll across, that's our program there. That's the revenue generated for each of those indices. That's the total revenue generated over the time period. And that's a drawdown for each of the indices and the total drawdown generated during the time period. So it gave us a profit over drawdown ranking of 113%, and that ranked 50 overall amongst all our programs generated to date. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe and the like button and click the notification bell to get all updates. Market updates will be posted on Mondays and Thursdays each week. If you want to support the channel further, then subscribe to the Patreon page. The link is in the description below. Happy investing and speak to you in the next video.